Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sharifah Rafika binti Sarwa. With me, my friends Nur Hanani Afrina, Putri Nur Afrika, Nur Zulaika, and Nur Izzah will present our project, which is MTL for Kids. Now we will go for the introduction. Sign language are languages that transmit meaning using the visual manual modality. Sign language are expressed in combination with non-manual elements via manual articulations. Sign language are fully fledged natural language, complete with grammar and lexicon. Sign language are not universal and they are not mutually understandable. In this project, we will be using Malaysian Sign Language. As for the problem statement, we can find only a few applications for kids because most of the applications are for adults. And some existing applications lack features in them. The main objective is to design interesting and interactive application using multimedia elements to attract the users. Next, we will go to the literature review. The name of the application is Sign Language ASL Kids. It was developed by New Impulsive Media and released on 30th May 2015. The platform available is mobile only, and the modules used is Sign Language learning application for a variety of objects and animals. The gameplay for this application is the application has the main menu. The user can choose to pick any theme they want, and there are a lot of themes such as animals, object, transportation, and others. And the weakness that we have found from this application is they need to pay for more word learning, minimal amount of sign learning, and the character only use white color. Now we'll go to the second application. The name of the application is ASL American Sign Language Finger Spelling Game. The developer of the game is teacherparadise.com and it was released on 30th December 2010. Platforms are only available for mobiles, and the module is Sign Language learning application for alphabets and numbers. The gameplay for the application is the application purposely made for alphabet and numbers sign. The user can choose to learn any alphabet or numbers they want. The alphabet and number will be shown one by one in the interface. The weakness that we have found from this application is it does not contain any simple words, have advertisement, and need to pay for extra sign learning. That is all from me. I will pass the next presentation to my friend. Thank you.
Next, we move on to the methodology. For our target audience, it is children between the ages of 5 to 7 years old. For the behavioral outcomes is that the children will be able to interact with others with disabilities, learn how to appreciate the uniqueness and respect others who are disadvantaged. For the learning constraint, the app requires the user to have a mobile phone or a table. Some of the sign languages might be too hard for the children to remember at first. Next, for the delivery option, parents and teacher for children can download the application for free. And online pedagogical considerations, with this application, children will be able to connect and communicate and understand their friends and others that do not have the ability to speak or hear.
I will become the next presenter for our presentation. My name is Nur Zulaika binti Hairi and my metric number is AI20167 and I will continue to proceed with analysis and design. First, user requirement. The application can be learned offline, so the user can learn this application or use the application anywhere and anytime. Next, most of the existing application need to be paid to continue the learning process, but we create this application just for free for the all user, so the user can continue the learning process without being paid or purchase anything. Next, some application did not have the right arrangement for their learning process. Thus, This application has been arranged so the user can understand the learning process step by step. Next is system requirement. In this system requirement, we have two, which is functional requirement and non-functional requirement. First, for the functional requirement, when the user opens the application, an interface with the option of login and register button should be displayed for the user. Next, the application should allow user to change setting from the main menu, which is the user can change the level of the sound and music. Then, when the user click on the learning button, the application shows the three modules of sign language for the user to choose, which is alphabet, numbers, and greeting. Next, when the user click on the exercise button, the application shows the play button for the user to start the quiz. Each module should display the content related to the module, such as the module alphabet showing the button for A, B, C, and others. The sound of alphabet and numbers and greeting pronunciation should be played after the user click on the play button. Next, the quiz question have a 4 answer option should be displayed after the user click on the Let's Start the Quiz button. The progress bar will increase after the user finish on one question. When the user finish answering all the questions, their score should be displayed at the finish interface. The background sound and button sound effect should be playing during the user use of the application, and in each interface, the application should display appropriate background that are suitable for the school theme. For the non-functional requirement, users should easily navigate the interface of the application. Other than that, the application will be able to load the main menu in less than 5 seconds. Then, the application will be able to adapt to a different screen size. Next, users should be able to handle the difficulty of the quiz question. The application may include image, video of the sign language to help the user to learn about the sign language. And lastly, users should understand the basic knowledge of the sign language for the alphabet, numbers, and greeting module after finishing all the learning section. Next, I will pass to our next presenters.
Now I will present about the result and the discussion. First of all, this is the first interface for the application. It shows the login and register button. If the user click on the register button, this interface will be open. User need to enter their username and password to register their account. The message of account register will appear if the account successfully registered, while the message username is already exists will appear if the username that user enter is already exists. Then if the user click on the login button, this interface will open. If the user enter the wrong username or password, the message invalid username or password will be appear. Then if the user successfully log in, the main menu interface will be open. It shows the learning and exercise button. It also has the setting and quit button. Then in the setting interface, user can adjust the volume of the sound and music by sliding the slider. And in the quit interface, the button can choose either they want to leave or not. If they choose no button, they will back into the main menu interface. If they choose leave button, they will be quit from the application. Then in the learning option, there will be 3 modules, which is alphabet, numbers, and greetings. This is the interface for the alphabet. User will learn the alphabet from A until Z. Then this is the interface for the number. User will learn from the number 1 until 10. The learning interface for alphabet and number has the same interface, which is the chosen number of alphabet, the picture of the hand sign, button next and back, also the button for the play. If the user click on the button play, the pronunciation for the alphabet of number they choose will appear. After that, this is greeting option interface. For greeting interface, there will be a video that will play to show the movement of the hand sign. It also has the play button to let user know the pronunciation of the greeting. Then this interface will appear if the user click on the exercise button. This interface to make sure the user ready before they answer the quiz. Then for the quiz interface, at the top of interface, there will be the question and 4 answer options. If the user choose the wrong answer, the button will turn into red, while if the user choose the right answer, the button will turn into green. At the bottom of the interface, there are progress bar that will show the amount of the quiz that user already answered. Then this interface will appear after user finish all the quiz. There will be score appear and user can choose if they want to replay or back to the main menu.
I will explain about the user interface. The user interface are divided into 10 parts and 23 total page. The interface has the same background, which is a bright color that is suitable for the target user. Second, the background music is the same for all the interface, so it will be more interesting to learn the sign language. As the interface, alphabet, number, and colors chosen are well organized, the user will be happy and feel excited. It doesn't matter to any targeted user. They will have a positive impression of the application. In prototype creation, our team organized and matched the colors for the interface first. After selecting suitable colors for the targeted user, we organized the letters, the titles and the button and located them in a suitable and more aesthetically pleasing position. As a result, the targeted user, which are children, will be able to play or learn easily. For visual design, we add child characters and colorful backgrounds to make sure it more interesting for children to play with the application. In addition, the design for all interface, buttons and characters is drawn by our team members themselves.
Next, we move on to conclusion. This application was created to make the learning process become more interesting and to attract students from the age 5 to 7 years old to learn more about sign language. That's all from us. Thank you.
A, B, C. One, two, three. Hello. Goodbye. Sorry. How are you?